Warriors. This is the B-Man coming at you. Another episode of the World Record Podcast, so you know what time it is. Pull those panties down. Take your underwear off. Take off that bra, girl. And get yourself, light some candles. Get yourself all comfortable and whatnot. Go grab the lube. And lube up your carburetor, because your car's a piece of shit.
Fix your car, bitch. Ha, gotcha. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of the World Record Podcast. We're going in a different direction today. We have a couple guests, real guests this time. We were forced to have these guys on by All Things Comedy. They also have a podcast on All Things Comedy. Please welcome to the show Brad Morris and Mike O'Brien.
Hey, Brendan.
Hey, Brendan.
Hi, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for coming. Well, there's always...
How forced was it, would you say? Did you feel was it like, hey, why aren't you returning this call? We're asking you to do a thing.
It was through email.
All email?
And they were just like, hey, bumping this up. You know, there's a lot of those.
3, 4, what's the number, would you say? A few.
I mean, at least 8, something like that. I made believe that I was in the hospital at one point.
Yeah.
I was emailing from I created a fake assistant and was emailing from that address.
Right.
But then they finally, the CEO, Bill Burr, came to my house in the middle of the night and sat down. We had a conversation, and so here you guys are.
He's deeply invested in our show. I have a friend who, when he gets asked, thank you for cutting it off before the booze, who every time he's asked to do things he used to that he didn't want to do, he would just give like little fake, oh, that week's not great. And if people keep calling that out and are like, okay, the next week, it can become endless. And so he now says, I can't do it, I have depression. Which might be partly true. He doesn't know if like 10 days from now he'll be so depressed he can't do a podcast or something, but he just says that to everyone, and it always makes everyone like, you got it, pal.
Yeah.
I'll back off.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Maybe try that in the future.
Yeah, I mean, well, as Brad, we were talking beforehand, Brad, you have kids.
Yeah.
Twin girls.
They are.
And you're separated from one.
I'm separated from one of the girls, and the other, I'm not. And so the visitation's confusing, but also, look, if we're going to get back together, my daughter and I, my one daughter and I, then it's just going to require a little bit of meeting in the middle. Yeah. Because I'm in the middle, I'm ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the kids are a good excuse for things.
Kids are a great excuse for stuff.
Yeah. That's a locked and loaded.
It is one of those things, though, where it's great from 0 to like 5. And if people start to know the age of the kids, they're like, you've got a 14-year-old son and you're saying that you can't make it.
Well, he's got a gang meeting and I have to be there. He's in my old gang.
I used to write for SNL. And
it's more of a Mad TV crowd here.
Yeah, wow, they love Mad.
They love Mad, yeah.
And I use that for every excuse. It'd be like a Tuesday morning in July. I'm like, I got an SNL thing. It's crazy. Yeah. They're like, okay, that schedule is really intense. I'm like, it's very intense.
Yeah.
How long did you write for SNL for?
6 years.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that about you. I thought I knew everything about you.
They're all mad now.
Yeah, I know. They just really are into the Artie Lang, Brian Callen years of Mad TV. I meant to clap.
I wrote for Cougar Town, which is that's about right.
No, that's one of those David Attenborough shows, right?
It's David Attenborough, and Richard. It's both.
Oh, David and Dick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, did you know? I usually have a co-host here. She's not here because she's in the hospital.
Oh.
It's fine. She's planning a bomb in there.
Yeah.
She's a terrorist. No, she just couldn't be here today. And she was telling me about. Do you know about the scandal with David Attenborough?
No.
Where he fingered a bird or something during one of his specials. Yeah, he's getting like Me Too.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow.
The birds are Me Tooing him?
I don't know how it works.
Or maybe the
but
humans around didn't like it
I
either.
don't know. Yeah,
I don't
but
know how-
he's been exposed as a real perv, like putting snakes in his butt.
Me too.
Damn.
I don't know how fingering a bird works, but
Well, they have that one hole where everything comes out of. It's called
that
a
how it-
cloaca.
okay.
Yeah. And
Same
that's-
as alligators?
Do alligators have cloacas?
Oh, yeah, famously.
Oh, let's call a place and ask them about that. What's a good place to call and ask about alligators?
It's got to be it.
I mean, does the zoo have an office?
You know, they're not too fun to call, and I think there is a lot of.
You think
not-
they're
we're
going to
not-
be fun?
You know what? We're not going to do the zoo today. We've done the zoo.
Oh, isn't there like a restaurant that has like an alligator as a?
Rainbow Cafe. Would they know?
There's got to be one that's featuring the alligator a little
Well,
even
and-
stronger. Like,
Let's see. We'll try.
Well,
it.
gators it's on the menu in a lot of places.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of as
Oh,
like a
yeah.
place.
do you get like
Texas or
if we're going to get an
Florida?
alligator sandwich? Can we guarantee there's no cloaca in it?
Right.
We just want to find out about this cloaca. Cloaca. Is that how do you say cloaca? Cloaca? You're a writer.
I've been saying
Well, you're
cloaca.
both writers. You should.
Thank you for calling the Cafe on Break and join us for our Halloween bash. My name is. How can I help you today?
Oh, what's going on with this Halloween bash?
This Halloween bash is our one-time-a-year event. It's for Halloween. It's happening tonight from 5 to 8 o'clock tonight.
Oh shit!
It's most.
It's tonight.
It is tonight, but we still have some tables available if you wanted to join us. It is more targeted towards kids. It is a buffet. It's going to be $15.99 per child. But if an adult wants to participate in the buffet, they are able to. It just be double portion, double price. And
So
during the
30
event,
bucks?
we're going to have
30
yeah,
bucks
about
for
30
a person.
bucks. Yeah,
And
31.
is this buffet going to be like, you know how when they put like grapes, peeled grapes, and they say it's eyeballs, and like spaghetti, they say it's hair, and like beans, they say it's throw up or whatever? Is it going to be like a spooky buffet, I guess?
It is going to be kind of like a spooky buffet, yeah.
Okay. So there's going to be Draculas and shit there?
We are going to have a Dracula, but it is
Oh,
going
okay.
to be a mystery person, a mystery Dracula.
Oh, so it might be like a famous guy, like LeBron James
It might be
or
a
something?
famous guy, yeah.
Well, I'm here with two guys here as well, Mike O'Brien and Brad Morris.
Yeah, we wanted to ask you a question. Do you guys? Well, first off, do you guys serve alligator? I know it's not on every menu, but
Unfortunately, we do not serve alligator, no.
that is unfortunate. Well, actually, I'm neutral on that. But we wondered if you know. I know sometimes in your place you'll have like a rubber alligator or whatever. Do they have a cloaca? You know, like a hole that would be sheathing their privates?
Alligators, he's asking about.
Do you-
Can you just repeat the question?
yeah. Do you?
Okay, yeah. Let me. Mike's. He just got done with a SNL thing, so he's a little out of it. A cloaca. You know cloaca or cloaca? I'm not really sure how it's pronounced. It's like the hole that birds have where everything they lay eggs out of, and then they also do the number ones and number twos out of.
Oh, I see.
The
Okay.
cloaca, it's all one hole. So Mike was saying that alligators have that too, and I don't know.
Yeah, I know alligators seem way different from birds, but I think they overlap in some surprising ways, actually.
Well, because they say dinosaurs were like birds.
They're birds, basically.
And alligators are basically dinosaurs, right?
I'm not too sure.
Okay. But the,
Yeah, sorry.
the cloaca for the alligator thing?
I have never seen the bottom of our crocodile, actually, so I'm not too sure.
Do you have a living crocodile there? No.
We do not have a living crocodile.
It's animatronic?
Animatronic.
Oh, sick.
But it's got like a skirt on or something?
Well, the bottom of him goes into our water, and so I've never been able to see the bottom of
So it's a boy alligator.
Yes, it is, just because it's Nile, our crocodile, yeah.
And is there a penis or anything on that?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think that would be under the cloaca.
But no, you see, I think you're confusing cloaca with something else, because the cloaca is a girl bird that has a hole that lays eggs and shits and pisses out. Of that.
I think Nile the crocodile has a cloaca, and that his
Covers his
penis is under there, underwater. Does the water ever get drained?
Every now and again, I think every twice a month or something like that.
Oh, is that coming up?
Sorry?
Is that coming up? Do you know the schedule of when they do that?
Could we come
Honestly, I don't, and it usually happens in the middle of the night. They try to do it like before the mall even opens.
Is there going to be like any spooky apps?
Oh yeah.
Appetizer?
Yeah.
No. For the Halloween event, it's mostly targeted about the buffet. There's no additional special items on our menu.
Sometimes I like when there's a buffet, they'll also let me just kind of order a couple items off the menu, and then that sort of ramps me up into that walk up to the line.
Yeah, like apps for while you're waiting in line for the buffet.
That might be possible. I think it's just additional, but I think you are able to do that.
And for Halloween, is anybody like, let's say I'm at the buffet, and there's like, what's an item in the buffet?
An item in the buffet?
Like macaroni and cheese or something
like fried,
with that.
like Cloaca
French
fritters.
fries.
I think it's
Cloaca balls.
various items from our kids menu. So pizza, mac and cheese.
So, okay, let's say I'm at the pizza thing,
chicken
right?
nuggets.
Okay, nuggets. So it's you got one of those metal bins, right?
Yeah.
Chafing dish or whatever. So that's full of nuggets. Now for Halloween, I'm reaching in to get nuggets. Is a hand going to pop out and grab my hand to scare me? Or are you not allowed to say?
No, nothing's going to pop out of the
Will a
tins or
face
anything.
come out of the soup? Like kind of
Out of
rise up
soup?
out of the soup like Jason or something?
No, we don't have anything like that.
Okay.
I just want to jump back quickly to one last thing. Can you give us one hint about the celebrity Dracula? Would we?
He is part of our restaurant.
Oh.
Ooh, so that's a clue, right?
It is a clue, yeah.
He's,
I will not give any more clus. though.
Okay,
You have
okay.
to find out. You have to come tonight.
I think it's the main chef.
I think it's. Is it
Derek?
Is it Derek?
No, I don't think it's good.
Okay. Is it a female?
It is not a female. You get one more question, though.
Okay, one more
Okay.
question. Mike, you want to take this one?
Is it Anthony Rainforest?
No.
He's no way you could get him.
All right. Well, we didn't guess it.
All right.
Well,
Hopefully we'll see you tonight and you'll be able to find out.
Do you do reservations for tonight?
Yeah, sure. How many people would be in your party?
Well, it's 3 of us for now, but we might pick up a couple others on. Are we allowed to bring toots in there?
Sorry, what?
If we picked up a couple of toots,
Toots?
prostitutes,
I'm not too sure.
we would just be
I'd have
having
to
dinner.
ask.
We wouldn't be doing anything illegal there.
I mean, you can take a couple of dates. That's up to you. But
Okay,
I would just
yeah,
need to
dates.
know what the
great.
max amount
Yeah.
of people would be for the party.
Well, there's 3 of us. We can only afford 2 toots, but we'll figure out the logistics with that later.
So a party of 5?
Party of 5, and I mean, I can only speak for myself, but I'm so hungry I could eat my own shit right now.
Okay. Well, the event doesn't start till 5, so you will have to wait a little bit.
How hungry are you, Brad?
Like the same, yeah.
What would that be?
Just eat my own feces.
Okay. Mike, are you hungry at all?
Yeah, I could eat a alligator dick if I could get it out of the cloaca. We're gonna argue about this after the call.
Yeah. So that's our level of hunger. Are you still there, ma'am?
Yes, I'm still
Okay.
here. Is there anything else I can help you with? Did you want to make the reservation
No, I guess
for tonight?
we'll come in.
Is there a gluten-free menu? Sorry to do this.
Oh yeah.
I've got
All right, well-
celiacs.
Yeah, this is Brad. He's from Cougar Town, so it's to be expected.
All right, we'll see you tonight then.
All right.
Oh well, the celiac.
Have a good rest of your day.
Do you have gluten-free alligator dick?
We don't have any alligator. We do have a gluten-free menu, though.
Okay.
Ah, great.
Oh, great.
Great,
Okay.
great.
Well, thanks
Thank
a
you.
lot. We'll see you later.
Of course. Have a good rest of your day.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you. Bye. That lady was great.
I mean,
Wow.
7 minutes and 50 seconds.
I was gonna say that's got to be some kind of record. She was pretty
No.
up for anything, even when she was like, "This sounds like a bullshit question," but I'm gonna give
well,
a nice
she's
answer.
hearing sound effects and stayed on
Yeah,
there. They really train their employees well there.
I can't say we were doing the thing where we were trying to keep her on as long as possible.
No, I mean, it kind of shifted into trying to get her to hang up
Yeah.
around the alligator dick talk. No, you'd be surprised.
What's your record? You ever cross like 30 minutes?
I mean, it goes on. Oh, yeah, probably.
Wow.
It's, I mean, there's times where you just have to, we end the call. I mean, I would say the average call length is probably in the 10 to 12 minute range.
Oh wow.
Wouldn't you say, Aaron? I mean, Very rarely are people behaving the way they should and just go, I don't have time for this and hang up. Like, I mean, that does happen, but
many times it turns into something where you find yourself now being cranked by someone who you called.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
They turn the tables, sick of Dracula on you. Well,
I like that she said it was going to be did she say a celebrity?
She said it's a celebrity, but she also then indicated it might be a person on their staff.
Right.
Yeah. Well, but I'm thinking, do they have a mascot, like a Chuck E. Cheese guy? Maybe that's what's going to be, a Chuck E. Cheese with fangs. Nobody wants that. Keep that away from your dick, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sorry, guys. I don't know if you knew this is an X-rated podcast.
I started to get that feeling during the call.
You can say whatever you want, though.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So, is there any swear words you want to rattle off real quick?
Like shit face.
Mine was just shit.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So there you go, everyone. Couple of.
That's the type of fun we have on our show. You know, sometimes we'll just get an opportunity. The opportunity's there to do anything. And we sometimes will say, you know what, a little bit is plenty.
Yeah,
that's all you need.
Give me some vanilla ice cream, please.
Why don't we just listen to one of your episodes for the rest of this episode, and then we can get out of here, grab a few beers.
Yeah, that sounds great.
Grab a few Lopez beers. Do you guys drink beer at all?
I do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you both do. Have you ever tried George Lopez's brand of beer?
Does he really have one?
Yeah, Aaron, do you want to grab us a few Lopez brews?
Sure. They're not going to be super cold.
Okay.
I'm actually.
Are you off it?
It's okay.
I am gluten free in real life.
Oh, okay.
Brad was kind of doing a send up of me there, so unfortunately I can't taste it, or I'll use the restroom in the podcast studio.
That would be great.
Right. Yeah, in solidarity. Yeah, it's okay.
That would be great. Actually, could we get a thing for Mike to shit into as well?
Probably empty beer bottle. She was
lovely.
kind of the best.
Yeah.
That lady.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was great. I'm sorry. A lot of people are uncomfortable with the calls and stuff. Are you fine with that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I haven't taken part in any in years, and my assumption was always that everyone hangs up right away.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. Well, I mean, the thing is too, these days, back in the olden days when we were kids, you could call you would just call random numbers.
Right.
But now you are pretty much just limited to businesses because everybody has a
No one's going
smartphone
to answer.
and,
Yeah.
they don't answer strange numbers. Where I think I just told this on the podcast recently, but you guys are my new best friends and you don't know this story about me. You remember when the caller ID boxes came out, on your home phone, there'd just be a box. Well, when I was living in Austin, I was like I had a house with like roommates, and I turned into where I was like the main guy, the guy who was at the house the longest. So the phone number, I found out that this is back in the phone book days, landlines and stuff. And I found out that I don't know if I got something in the mail, but basically I was going to get the phone number listed in my name. And then I found out you can use any name you want. You could put any name in there. And these boxes had just come out and they put the last name first and the first name last when someone was calling. So I had my number listed as Guy Chinese in the phone book. So when I called my friends, this is a one-time joke for each friend, it just said Chinese guy.
It's so great when you discover that a glitch like that in the system. It's not a way to make millions, but oh, you can put anything down? I can put a dumb thing down?
Oh, yeah. I just ordered checks. I reordered some personal checks, and I found that there's all these little flair things that you can add to the check, and it's like, an extra. It costs a few extra bucks total, but now I have checks with frogs on. It's it's called Frog Frenzy. Photos of frogs in the background. My address is like my name, my street address, city, state. Then it says United States of America, planet Earth, the universe.
Right.
That's you could go because it gave you that many lines for your. And then at the bottom it just says "Fish fear me." Is a slogan that you could add because it was like hunting and fishing.
Because of fishing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I realized you can order any kind of frame for your license plate. Not a personalized license plate itself, but like the little plastic frame around it, and
For
so
like Lakers or something like
yeah,
that.
exactly. I always assume they have to say like Lakers or something, and then I just recently was like, oh no, you can type any words in, and then they print it and send it to you. And so I got Jesus got rid my diarrhea. And the saddest part is no one's ever commented.
Yeah. So that's on your car outside now?
Yeah, no, actually it's on
It's on the Lambo.
it's on the Camaro.
Yeah.
That's so. I'm gonna do that too. I won't steal the Jesus.
No,
thing,
but I mean, it's like $4 or something, and then they send you the dumbest joke ever that you can kind of point out to your friends.
I'm gonna get one. I had a similar Jesus thing. This is again back in the. I assume we're all around the same age.
Yeah.
I just turned 80.
Yeah.
You guys look like you're
82.
probably about But back in the caller ID landline days, I don't remember, there was a frenzy of credit card transfer your credit card balance for 0% interest for a year. You would just get these credit card offers nonstop. And I would just transfer these balances, to different cards to just maintain a 0 APR. And at one point, I don't know if I had to call them for some reason, but they were like, oh, and do you need another card for like a spouse or partner or whatever? And so I said, yeah, can I have a card that says Jesus H. Christ on it? And it took 2 places that wouldn't do it. And then there was one card where they're like, sure. And then I had a credit card that said Jesus H. Christ that worked. It was my card. I was the main card holder. This was just an extra card. And I would just pay bar just having receipts for Jesus H. Christ. And there was one place where the guy got really indignant, and it was a head shop. Like, it was a place I was going to buy like cigarettes or something at this like not a weed store, but a place that sold bongs. And the guy was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. You think everything's a joke?
Yeah.
We take things pretty seriously here at the bong shop.
I mean, I did really, God, I was probably hard to be around in my 20s because I really did. Everything was a joke. My whole existence was just fucking around.
I also like on the license plate frame, if you can read this, then blank is a good format. Yeah. It's a good structure because I feel like
if you can read this, then fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. You're too close. Fuck yourself.
If you can read this, go fuck yourself, professor.
Yeah.
One I thought about doing and then didn't follow through on, seemed like a lot, again, in my 20s definitely would have, is have you seen the stickers on the back that signify what members of the family are involved?
Yes.
And often they're Star Wars. It's like they're all holding lightsabers or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And to get like a single adult man and then like 14 kids across the back of my car felt fun. And then I was like, I forgot about it and moved on.
Yeah. Well, let's do it today. Let's call and order one. Where do you get that shit?
What's the one? And then is it Dennis the Menace that's on the mud flap?
Calvin.
So it's Calvin, and he's
From
just
Calvin
constantly pissing everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, we could see if there's I guess maybe an auto parts place. That's a good place to start. See if they have those decals, the family decals. And it would be funny if they had well, I guess it wouldn't be funny. Never mind. No, if the kids were looked kind of kidnapped.
If there was a way that they could,
like if the dad's holding a baseball bat or something,
right? Mm-hmm. And do they have emotions? Can the kids have fear?
Yeah. Are there word bubbles where they can be saying please stop?
Right.
I'm so hungry I could eat my shit.
Right. Mm-hmm. That didn't faze her.
No, that didn't.
She said, her response was, well, we don't start till 5, so you may have to do that basically.
That's a little piece of kung fu right there to be able to do that. You know, she heard it and then she gave an answer.
Oh, she was a gem.
Yeah.
We'll be harassing her more in the future. No, just that was actually a callback. We were doing that on a few episodes ago. Just calling restaurants and going, God, I'm so hungry I could eat my own shit. And they would hang up.
Yeah.
I mean, that was those were some of the most juvenile calls that we've made on the show so far because the really giggling nonstop after that.
Cloaca?
A Cloaca. I love to
Cloaca,
figure that out as well, too. Maybe the auto parts guy will know. I don't think has anybody ever said that before? I'm so hungry I could eat my own shit. Like, has that ever been like a saying?
No, the closest is Dad would say north end of a southbound skunk, and then you're saying a
Thank you for
skunk's
calling.
yes.
Can I please see in a brief hold, please?
Okay, hurry up. I got Cougar Town and SNL on the line.
Okay, hold on.
All right.
I think that's going to shorten the wait.
The best hold music. Are you familiar with this? I'll get a better version. I'll pull
This
it up
one.
here. The
You've heard this
Cisco
one a
hold.
lot.
This has been a big part of my life for over a decade. My old podcast, The Bone Zone, we would play this a lot.
This specific exact song.
Yeah, and it's a very interesting story behind it. It really is. Here's I'll play.
We should be playing it when she comes back, right? Like
Yeah.
she's on hold.
So this is hold music for Cisco systems, like phone
Right.
systems.
Uh-huh.
And
It sounds like a sound-alike for something I the
is
80s.
hiring delivery drivers. Apply today at careers.com.
Oh, this one. Yeah.
yeah, you've heard this.
Yep.
Here's where it kicks in.
All right, thank you for holding. How may I help you?
Oh, weird. The hold music's still playing.
Sorry?
Can you hear the hold music? Isn't that weird? The hold music's still playing
What?
after you answered. Hear it?
It's still playing right now?
Can't you hear it?
No.
You don't hear that?
No.
You
Oh, there
can't-
you go. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on.
No, that's okay. That's okay. We just have a question. I don't mind. I like the song. Are you there?
Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Is it still playing?
No, it stopped.
Okay. I don't know. It's because we got new phones and they're acting up right now on me.
Are they really?
Yeah. Earlier I was talking to someone and then in the middle of the conversation, the phone shut off.
That's like
Twice already.
But it's Halloween. It's almost Halloween, so you gotta be careful. You don't want any spooky stuff
Oh,
happening there.
is that what it is?
I don't
I'm
know.
blaming the new phone.
But you remember that? Remember Freddy Krueger?
Uh-huh.
I remember that one time when they answered the phone and then his tongue came out of the bottom of the phone. He was
Oh,
like,
Lord.
Nancy, yeah.
Hopefully that doesn't happen to me.
Yeah,
No,
that'd
no,
be
no.
crazy.
We don't need that.
Unless he's a hot
Or the
Freddy
screen.
Krueger, right?
Oh.
Then you French his ass.
That would change.
Yeah, it was like who's your favorite movie star?
For like Halloween
Like
stuff,
a cute guy.
I don't know.
Who's that one?
Good
The Joe?
question.
Who?
I said that's a good question. Now I have to think about it.
Who's a heartthrob, Mike?
Well, Brad Pitt.
Oh, Brad Pitt. He's probably too old for you, though, right?
We could do Brad Pitt.
Okay,
That's
so
fine.
so
All right,
imagine this: you answer the phone, Brad Pitt's on the other line, and then bah, he sticks his tongue comes out the bottom of the phone. And then you French his ass.
I'll punch him and then I'm like, oh my God, it's him.
It was Brad.
I'll be a
But
fan girl
just-
after.
since it's Halloween, I'm going to put a spin on it. What if Brad had a town full of people trap him in a barn like Krueger did, and they burned him, but then he came back to life? And so it's Brad, but he's got that sort of skin affectation that Freddy has.
And the glove,
Yeah. Nah, I don't think so.
because that would
Yeah.
that would really kind of, if Brad Pitt was wearing a Freddy Krueger glove, that would really put a damper on the romantic possibilities.
Exactly.
Because you wouldn't
Most likely.
be able to finger or anything like
It's
that.
always. This is Brad. Hi. It's always difficult when a very handsome person is also very scary. I don't know if you remember Oscar Pistorius.
Oh yeah,
He's a
No.
South
he's an
African
Olympian
who had a prosthetic, 2 prosthetic legs
and a prosthetic penis too.
Yeah, but great looking guy.
Really good looking.
And then he murdered
his girlfriend.
his
or
girlfriend.
something, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And Brad Pitt,
Oh,
like
what's his name? I have to look into it now.
Oscar Pistorius.
Pistorius.
Yeah, and he allegedly murdered. Did
Did he get off?
I don't think he did, but I still thought his side. When you look it up, see if you believe his side of the story. I think he thought there was an intruder in the bathroom, so he fired a bunch of bullets in there, and turned out there were no intruders anywhere. It was just
Girlfriend dropping a
girlfriends.
deuce.
The thing that hurt him was I think that he didn't ask where she was.
Yeah,
Right.
or knock, or
Or
yeah.
knock. Yeah.
I have to look into it. I'm into stuff like this.
Yeah.
So that's cool.
Like true crime stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that crap. Do you ever see...
Me too.
It's not always true crime, but did you ever see that show I Survived? They show it on Court TV like on Saturdays. They do a whole marathon.
No, I've never heard of it. You said I Survived?
I Survived. Yeah, it's people like, there'll be 3 stories and it'll be like a guy who was like stranded on a boat, or like a lady that got kidnapped, or a guy who was attacked by a bear, and they tell their story, you know, and obviously they're still alive. But they're all like...
It's kind of similar to like a show on Netflix that I escaped my... what is it called? My murderer or my serial killer or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That sounds similar. I escaped my serial killer. Mine would be I survived a long work week.
Yeah.
Same, period.
Yeah, right? I know.
That
it's like,
sounds about right.
I'm like looking at my watch, like, is it Friday yet?
Yeah. Or I survived this.
No.
I survived another eczema. I survived another.
It's Junior Friday.
Oh, Junior Friday. That's Thursday. Brad was going to tell you about his eczema real quick.
I survived another
eczema outbreak or something?
eczema flare up.
Oh, flare up, they call them. So, yeah, there's. Have you ever seen the movies? And these are all on Amazon. There's a movie series called Stalked by My Doctor.
No.
They're crazy. They're really good. There's like 5 of them.
Stalked by My Doctor?
Stalked by My Doctor, starring Eric Roberts, Julia Roberts' brother.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd like to be stalked by my doctor. I've got like a kind of a surfer doctor. My doctor's first name is Corey.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know if he's a good doctor, but he's like a cool bro.
Yeah. Has he seen you nude?
Shirtless.
Shirtless? No, nothing downstairs yet?
Not yet.
Are you guys waiting? For what do? You wait
I don't
till
rush
like the
into it.
3rd or 4th physical? She hung up?
What the heck?
Wow.
What the hell? Like out
The
of
nerve.
nowhere. But I mean, out of nowhere. Like, I mean, she's talking
How'd she pick that moment?
Yeah, she was fine with everything else.
I mean, we didn't even get to ask her anything about cars. Well, I'm going to call her back.
This world is crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, usually there's at least a heads up. Like, guys, is there any? I really do need to go. Like, you know, to
Right.
just kind of bail on.
She's like that friend you have that's really good at just leaving the party without
Irish
saying
goodbye.
anything. The Irish goodbye.
No
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah, I think it's called a French exit.
Is it?
Well, it's Irish goodbye, but I know O'Brien. You sound that's a real potato head patty name.
French exit.
That's a real potato head leprechaun.
A
real-
starving
a real
from lack of potatoes.
A real soda
exit.
bread situation.
Yeah, real boiled cabbage and ham. No offense, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about whether none taken.
Did you know paddy wagon is an ethnic slur against our people?
I do.
Yeah. And still they say it all the time.
Yeah.
It's like calling it a Guido bus or something.
The Lithuanian adios.
What's your heritage?
A mutt, Jewish mutt, which is
Jewish mutt. Well,
Yes,
that
we
works.
all
That
are.
works in showbiz, right?
Yeah.
You know all the secret codes and
I'm
stuff.
on the fence about it.
You know
so
the
far.
secret codes?
Oh yeah.
You know the secret handshake?
Not getting enough work, but put me at a meal with some of these guys.
Oh, there you
and
go.
We will talk about things.
How can I help you?
Hey, how's it going? We were just talking to the other lady there, but we got disconnected.
Oh, was this for a commercial?
I'm sorry?
Was this for a commercial by any chance?
Yeah, this is for a commercial.
Okay, give me 1 second. Let me put you on hold in case she could bring you up to what you guys were talking about. Okay, I'll let her know. It
Okay,
was
yeah,
for
'cause
Sadie, I think.
this is for the commercial, so
Yeah.
hurry up.
Okay.
Time is money.
Okay,
We're
1 second.
rolling. Okay.
Gotcha.
Commercial?
I
don't know
wonder
where
what
they got
type
that
they're
from.
gonna. Yeah, let's see if we can get a tiny bit more info about what this commercial is.
I think maybe she just thought all the action. She
Oh,
was
okay.
like, they're doing a commercial. But maybe, do you want to do like law? Do you want to be lawyers?
Yeah.
You guys can be lawyers
Sure.
and the Law Brothers or something.
And we do commercials by calling people and doing it to them.
Right.
takes
Direct marketing.
hours and hours to.
Thank you for holding. North speaking.
Hey, how's it going? This is Beeman. I'm with the Law Brothers, and they're here to do a commercial for you.
Have you or your loved ones been injured in a car accident?
That music came in too hot.
I do like this idea of, and now we're about to do
door-to-door advertising.
Yeah, we're going to call you and do this commercial.
Yeah, let's do another commercial.
We get
someone.
3 people before lunch. I think it's a good day.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to remember that. I mean, direct commercialing. That's going to be a thing.
It's like people are going to take it more to heart than just a billboard that you glance at and don't think anything. You're going to be like, wow, the law guys were talking to me.
They won't stop calling me.
Wait, are you calling the same place?
They wouldn't let me interrupt and ask questions, but I know for certain it was a live call.
It was a live call, and it was a commercial of some sort. Here, do you remember this commercial?
Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on. Apply directly to the forehead. Head on is available without a prescription at retailers nationwide.
You don't remember that?
I don't. What does it do when you put it on your forehead?
It's like a
Head
headache
on.
thing.
Apply directly to the forehead.
Oh,
Head on.
I do
Apply
remember
directly
this.
to the forehead.
Yeah.
Head on. Apply directly
It was
to the
chapstick
forehead.
for your
Head on is
forehead for your headache.
I mean, it stuck around longer than it should have. Because I mean, it's obvious bullshit. Like you don't rub
Using, like, the
Bengay
Vicks-
on your forehead.
The Vicks Vapor Rub approach.
chest.
Right.
But that kind of makes sense. Vicks Vapo Rub on a baby's chest when they're coughing, right? Does that work?
Some people swear by it.
I still do it.
Yeah.
You still do?
I do, yeah.
To yourself?
Yeah.
Every night?
No, just if I have a cold.
On the nips?
Sure. If
Oh,
that's
you
what
don't
your
have to answer like
listeners...
that. I'm asking you a legitimate question.
No, not on my
That
nips.
attitude.
Well, I want to please the listeners.
Don't worry about the listeners.
I'm actually glad that
There
this came
aren't
up
any.
organically because
Yeah.
it was something I was curious about. So
if he's Vapo rubbing his nips.
I specifically wanted to know if he uses Vapor Rub and if he does so on the nipples.
Yeah, I do. On my nipples.
You don't have to. I don't know what's with the attitude change.
No, it's fine.
It's a legitimate question. I don't know if maybe you guys are used to doing podcasts with a bunch of softball bullshit questions. Okay, Mike, how did you get your start in comedy?
Are you really asking? Because I'd be happy to.
Yeah, sure.
I was rubbing stuff on my nipples. And Lorne Michaels was there. No, we're not doing that.
No, go ahead. You want it. This is what you want.
I think Lauren's
guess.
ever been pranked? Like a phone call?
They used to do internal ones, and there's a great story. I'll give the 2-sentence version, but like Adam McKay era, they would call and they called and said it was George Steinbrenner once, which is a real call he would get. And then they just kept him on the line as long as they could. But he first kicked everyone out of his office. He was like, "Get the fuck out of here!" It's fucking. And he's like, "Hey, how are you?" And they said, "Well," and they just won the World Series, the Yankees, and they said, "Well, Lorne, we've had a good season, but you've had a better one."
Oh my God!
And all this, and he was like, "Well, that's very nice to." And then they went one step too far with a joke, and there's a pause, and then click. But they got.
I like that he went right to the hang up as opposed to let's have a little fun with it. He just
Right.
no.
I mean, a guy like that is not. I mean, that's like almost like getting carjacked for him. Like nobody fucks with him ever. So when he realizes that.
Yeah.
But okay, so back to the interview, Mike. So how long have you been involved in comedy?
Here's what I want to do is kind of beat out. I see you were ready. You're ready for my reel. I now need to support this. I was doing improv in Chicago, and then it turned out that I had a real interest in it, and there was a couple people who took a liking to it, and we started to do the improv at different theaters, and sometimes there'd be 2 people in the audience, and I had a day job. So here's my reel. We should beat out the next commercial.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Like KFC they have a new offer or something, and
I would love because my daughters are. I don't know if this is an age thing, but they're currently obsessed with fast food. They want to know what every fast food. I guess because I've deprived them of enough of it.
Right.
They only get it on a road trip. It's not like a normal thing. So they're always like, "And what's KFC?" And it blows my mind because I'm like, how do you not know what KFC is? So they said, "Well, what's on the menu?"
because you blocked it from them.
I
But
know,
okay.
apparently.
Well, it's a sign that you live in a good neighborhood.
And I go, well, there's a Taco Bell on now. Anyway, I go, you know what? It's fried chicken and mashed potatoes. And honestly, now that we're talking about it, I think their coleslaw is some of the best around.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's, and I do feel that way, but I wonder if it's part of what I like about the coleslaw is it's chopped so finely.
Yeah.
It's almost like gravel. Like it's
Yeah.
like little. Maybe KFC's deciding
We're going to go
cut-
coleslaw first, kind of.
coleslaw first,
Coleslaw
or I was going to
first.
say they're cutting. It's a new cut.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
new cut pattern.
Yeah.
So they're going to go with a longer shred on their coleslaw. But is that too deep inside baseball?
I don't
for
know. I
people?
mean, you know, a KFC, so it'll be a KFC commercial, and it's the new coleslaw cut.
You've loved our chicken and everything, but are you talking enough about the coleslaw? And furthermore, there's a new cut to it.
Maybe that. The other
Give it
thing
a
is-
shot.
Okay.
Let me see if
All
I can
right.
find some KFC style music.
Sure.
Now I had when's the last time you had KFC?
By the way, they just stopped that campaign, but it was like Rob Riggle was the
Like Norm
colonel.
Macdonald?
Norm was who?
Oh, yeah.
Who did it end on? I feel like it's a carousel and it stopped.
I think it
Meadows?
was Mike Pence.
Pence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Pence did a funny one.
Yeah.
He could do the accent.
Yeah, he did a good one, and they had that fly on his head the whole time. Remember when the fly landed on his head?
So this is kind of a political show.
Yeah, we get real political. Just in the sense that, like, you know, Trump is still president. Okay, this is this is a guy wrote a rap about
Bone
KFC.
Thugs and Harmony did a KFC spot.
The Silent One, the guy's name is 708 subscribers.
Silent
This
One.
has
or
over 400,000 views though.
Silent Juan.
The Silent #1.
Okay.
When's the last time you had KFC? Either of you?
It's been a minute.
I don't know. Yeah.
I didn't. My domestic partner, I guess we'll call her,
man.
had. It's so confusing. I mean, I think that's the only. They really want you to like. Not being married is very beneficial.
Does she enjoy that loving
Tax-wise.
term?
We don't know what to call each other, you
Right.
know. And
This guy.
yeah, but either way, there was a family. One of her aunts brought like KFC to like a family like party thing or whatever, which was like, I was like, wow, that's great. I got to say, it was kind of disappointing. Like I was like, I would never like, yeah, Sam, I'm like, I haven't had this 20 years. Like, I don't even know. Maybe I've never had it. I know I've had it at least once, but
It feels like if you're going to be the one fast food place that offers mashed potatoes and gravy,
the mashed potatoes were good and the
But-
gravy was good. The chicken was kind of a letdown.
Yeah. Popeyes to me is.
I've
more
had
acceptable.
Popeyes more
Yeah,
recently.
yeah.
I thought of a time we've had KFC together that was unique. We had a friend who got married, and he did an odd thing where he wanted his two favorite foods to be what everyone had to eat. And he loved sushi and KFC. Do you remember?
Now
And
that
there's
you-
a huge buffet of them. And also, neither one of those is great, like sitting out for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Right.
But I think it was all right. But it also, they're very odd together. He likes that, but you're like, well, there were like 100 people there, and we're all having chicken and then like...
I can't believe you remember that. That's you're right about that.
And a Battlestar Galactica cake. I mean, it was like his birthday party.
What grade
but
was he in?
I know.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.